evil Jawas? Then there's a crossover? Phantasm? Were they like sucked up from the Star Wars universe? Is that what?
Hello and welcome to Library Grindhouse, where the only ticket you need is your library card. I'm Jesse.
And I'm Leah, and today we'll be reviewing the 1979 film, Phantasm.
All right, Leah, but first, why don't you hit him with that spoiler-free plot summary?
Ahem. A newly orphaned teenage boy, Mike, starts to secretly follow his older brother, Jody, to ensure he doesn't leave him. While tailing Jody, Mike observes the local tall man undertaker displaying supernatural strength while stealing back a casket from a funeral. Mike, Jody, and their local ice cream man, Reggie, work together to try to kill the tall man and his reanimated minions while trying to avoid a deadly silver sphere.
Nice. I'd prefer the term freshly orphaned.
Freshly orphaned, not newly
orphaned. I think freshly is more evocative.
Yeah, I understand.
You know,
I understand.
All right. Okay, what's number 3 on your list of reasons to watch this film?
All right, number 3. The shotgun shell hammer. So, while being locked in a room, Mike tries to, I guess, escape and sticks a shotgun shell on top of a hammer and somehow hits the door, blows a perfect hole in said door.
Yeah, it's Looney Tunes.
In order to get out and release himself. Now, while this would not work in real life at all, he would have been injured if something happened.
Did he even put a thumbtack on it and then on the shell or something like that?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't notice that.
Did he have a thing to strike the pin or something like that?
I just saw shotgun shell with tape on the hammer.
Blow his hand off. The shrapnel would be crazy. Like, there's just no... Even if it worked, he would be, like, bleeding out because, like, his hand's gone.
I agree, but I will say, ingenuity.
Yes, no, MacGyver before MacGyver.
Yes, good job, Mike, on trying to think outside the box in order to free yourself. Maybe not use deadly weapons in order to do so.
Do not try at home, for sure. It's, in this movie they shouldn't have tried it either, but I like that he had, he wasn't just a helpless kid.
Yeah, I like the fact that he wasn't, pounding on the windows, help me, rescue me, or waiting for his brother to go, immediately upon being locked in the room, he's like, okay, how am I going to get out of here? I got this.
Yeah, he was a pretty capable kid who got in some trouble, but also he was only annoying to his brother. He wasn't annoying to the viewer, which doesn't always happen with kids in movies.
True.
So,
that is true.
He wasn't a great actor, but he wasn't annoyingly so. It kind of worked for the most part. But cool.
I agree.
All right, good stuff.
What's your number 3, Jesse?
Nunchucks. Not in this movie. We have to get to the third movie, so it's a little treat for you if you keep going. But I love that scene too much to not include it. It's so iconic, and definitely we're checking out that third one, Lord of the Dead. Leah, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is the tall man's walk. He somehow is able to walk quickly. He can grungily run away and do a little speed walk thing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know how he does it, but I want to walk like him just so that people stay away from me.
And his scrim, phenomenal. Such a fierce walk.
Yes, and he it's somehow creepy and confident at the same time. He has a purpose with where he's walking to, and you're like, stay out of that man's way. Stay out of his way.
Yeah, Grammy Award winner.
Yes.
For liner notes.
See, and I did not know that. That's, did he sing?
He did not sing. He wrote the liner notes for another person's album. So basically, back in the oldie times, especially in the days of records, there'd be you'd open up the LP and there'd be a whole bunch of text about the album or artist or things like that. And he helped make those liner notes and got a Grammy for it. So I don't know what album, but hey, feel free to do some more research.
Yeah, congratulations, mister.
I know, right?
Was it him walking on the front cover? Was he doing walking across Abbey Road?
No, again, he just wrote stuff.
Missed opportunity.
I know. They should have hired him for the catwalk in Milan or something.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Missed opportunity on that front.
All right, what's your number 2, Jesse?
My number 2 is the dynamic between Jody and Michael. I appreciated Jody's compassion for his little bro, especially with him following him everywhere, which I'm sure would get really annoying. There was something that felt real there, which was necessary because some of the acting
fell short?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, these are all people who are in their first movie. It's it's a little bit of an amateur production, but at the same time, there's just that charm to it. You're not mad about it because it it just kind of works with what the film is.
That is true. Being a younger sibling myself, I definitely followed around they'd be like, go away. I'd be like, but I'm right here.
And I was the Joey in my family. So
Yep.
my kid sister wanted to be involved with everything. And
I used to hold on to my older brother's leg and tell him that I wouldn't let go until the 4th of July. He would just walk around the house holding me. We're 14 years difference in age. So
wow. Okay.
I was a little bit, I was way younger, but
Sure.
yeah.
Cool.
Understand.
Yeah. Well, Leah, what's your number one reason to watch Phantasm?
My number one reason is because the reanimated dead look like Jawas.
Oh, yeah.
And it was fantastic. I kept on seeing them and I was like, what is that? Evil Jawas? Then there's a crossover? Phantasm? Were they like sucked up from the Star Wars universe? Is that what is happening?
There is a gateway.
Is he trying to take over?
Gateway to a desert planet, Leah.
Watch out, Darth Vader. Seriously.
Yeah.
That would be a pretty good match.
It'd be pretty hilarious. I don't think Disney's on board.
The tall man versus Darth Vader with the deadly
the tall
spear.
man is Darth Vader.
Ooh,
Darth Vader's pretty tall.
Jesse. Yeah, but he doesn't
Has
have
the powers.
His face isn't. I guess he could be wearing like a second layer, because
he's a shapeshifter. He's a shapeshifter.
And that is true. I totally.
And maybe in our world, he can actually breathe.
Yeah.
And has full limbs and such.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Gravity helps him.
This was 2 years after Star Wars or whatever, so it was fresh in the consciousness. And it's not the only sci-fi franchise that was ripped off by this movie. Dune, the Gom Jabbar scene is a straight rip-off from that Dune movie. So from the book. The David Lynch movie hadn't come out yet, let alone the newest one with Timothée Chalamet or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway. Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. I couldn't believe how much of a direct rip-off it was.
Put your hand in the box.
Put your right hand in the box.
Put your right hand in the box.
Well, what's in it?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Don't fear, Michael. Fear is the killer.
I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer.
I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer.
Hey, this thing really hurts.
Putting the hand in the box, the whole deal.
So would you say it was a ripoff, or do you say it was a tip of the hat?
I think
That's
it's
like the
I think
fine
it's a
line
way to
that
hey, you like Dune? We do too. Recognize this?
Yeah.
See anything you like? And or it was like, hey, you like this movie? I can direct Dune. What you think?
I can direct Dune. Put my name in that hat.
I know,
Go
right?
on.
I don't know. I think it was. I don't know what it was, or it was the 70s,
Yeah.
and substances were being done, and it was like, what would be cool?
We're gonna do this.
We're gonna do the gotcha bar. Because there's no callback back to it. There's no
There is. Because he says fear.
Oh yeah,
that's
fear
the
of the mind killer thing.
Yeah.
Gosh,
it's
yeah.
all about the.
It is pivotal. Dang,
Yeah.
I forgot about that part where he calls back on that knowledge of fear is the mind killer.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So it is
this
an
movie's
integral
wild.
part,
This
but they
movie,
could have
yeah.
added that. You know what I mean? Like, how are we going to have him overcome fear? Oh, remember, Dune? We're going to do this with some random fortune teller that has just random, that her granddaughter talks to. Like, how are they communicating? It's all random. Just throw it in there.
Yeah, so Dune and Star Wars universes are in this movie, so
It's great.
there you go.
If you want to see Jawas just kind of acting out of character, well, not really acting out of character even, but just kind of going crazy.
Oh yeah, see this movie.
So, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
What's your number one, Jesse?
My number one reason to watch is the iconography of the movie. The mausoleum, the ball, the tall man, the Jawas, the framing, the Hemikuda car. Oh my gosh. That Barracuda is awesome. And in later movies, it gets even more awesome. The wannabe theme, and even Reggie. That theme was pretty good.
True.
It wanted to be Halloween so bad. And even like Exorcist 2 to the Bells or something. But it had its own thing, and it worked.
This was one of the ones where I was listening to the music as I was watching the movie, and I'm just like, okay, this is just a little boy window shopping. Mm-hmm. But it's creepy because of that music. And it's like, this wouldn't be creepy in everyday life, or like little boy running, or the mausoleum shoot. I was like, it's actually a really beautiful set. Like,
oh, yeah.
It's beautiful, and they're just walking through it, but you have this weird creepy feel, and it's great because it is all bright. This movie,
Right,
there
yeah.
isn't like the. I mean, there is some dark,
Yeah, when they're in the basement and
creepy
stuff,
parts,
they're-
yeah, or outside.
Sure.
Like,
I mean,
like
it
that's
has lights,
understandable.
yeah.
But where the big scenes are, like
Oh, yeah.
especially with the flying sphere and all that, it is in a bright white mausoleum, and it still has that creepy feel. Like it's
Yeah.
they hit
Which
the
is
nail on
pretty
the head.
amazing because that mausoleum was basically like particle board and wallpaper.
See, that blows me
Which
away.
is
'Cause
awesome.
It looks like marble, I guess. Marble?
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's what they're going for, and
Yeah.
it works well enough.
An Indiana limestone? No, I'm just
But like the building, it's interesting. It doesn't look like it's big enough to house a mausoleum on top of like a funeral parlor. Like, there's a whole church in there. It looked
I don't know. That building looked pretty big
It was
from the street.
big,
Like
but I don't know.
just like, how is that is a huge, it looks like historical building. Like what?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess mausoleums have been around and funerals have been around. Like you have to do
Right.
something with people who
Yeah.
have recently passed away. But
I mean, it's interesting. It's one of those things where the buildings get bigger
yeah.
throughout the movie.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a crazy franchise. I dig it.
Yeah.
And the Severe gets cooler. Everything gets cooler. Even Reggie. Reggie gets cooler.
I like Reggie already.
I mean,
think
it's
he's so
kind of
funny.
spoilers that Reggie comes back, but I mean, oh my gosh. I mean, he's such a mess in this movie. And then what they do with him in the rest of the series is just like, are you kidding me? Are you for real? This is great. So anyway, yeah. So just to tease, if you want to watch the rest, I don't think you'll regret it. Even though we don't have the second one. I think you can still skip it and go to the third, fourth, and fifth. But if you track down the second one, it's also worth it.
Yeah, you can always interlibrary loan it here at the
That is
library.
very true. All right. Well, those are our thoughts on Phantasm. So head on over to Hoopla and I think possibly Kanopy to check it out. I will confirm that. And for Librarian, I'm Jesse.
And I'm Leah.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.